What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy, with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another awesome video today. We are playing Sea of Conquest Pirate War. We are doing a video today talking about a brand new build that we've been testing for the last 3 or 4 days here. It is really exciting, and I'm going to give you some great info. This is the beta for the build, and of course, you already know me. Once Season 3 gets started, maybe a week or so into the season, I will make a follow-up to this video telling you how it's doing and if I've made any improvements. So, get excited. We will also talk in a minute about the sponsor for this video, Packsify. So let's rock and roll, okay? So first, I'm going to show you some performance of this build in straights, okay? This is post Season 2. Season 2 just ended. We just got bumped into the Season 1 area. We lost our Season 2 gem specializations, so my build is slightly less tanky than it used to be, but overall, the performance of the support-focused build is really still strong. So I'm going to show you 3 reports here in the straights, and then we'll talk about the build itself. So first off, this is against my good buddy, Lord Hefty. Hefty is our favorite friendly neighborhood Kraken, and he is here absolutely dominating me in the one-on-one straights. All of his stuff is maxed out. All of his trinkets are maxed out. He is an absolute monster. 64 million power, dominates the universe, okay? However, we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about this unique support-based, ultimately high, incredible healing build, okay? In this particular report, we happen to have a long fight against this Mega Kraken, okay? I have a very tanky build with very high rage generation and high healing output. As you can see here, against this Mega Whale, I was able to heal almost 8.5 million healing output. I actually did a little bit less than he did because his attack percentage is just so much higher. He's also running a high healing focus build. Okay, Hefty, I love you long time. What we're going to see here is the ability to use this build to outlast against the Mega Krakens, and the ability to use this build to completely dominate your competition in the actual global sea-based PvP against large groups of enemies, okay? So, let's look at this report. We'll take a look, we'll get excited, and then we'll talk about how the build works and Packsify. So, as we go into this report, keep in mind that straight clashes are dramatically sped up, right? They are sped up 2 times here, so everything that you're seeing would actually last twice as long if I was tanking Hefty in the real world. You can see he is pumping out an incredible amount of damage, and you can see I am pumping out an incredible amount of damage as well. That is largely critical strike based, and you see a lot of burning and drowning critical strike hits on this particular version of the build, okay? You are also seeing this top ship, this middle ship here dropping incredible heals. Sorry, this top ship dropping incredible heals. 244,000 healing per hit on all 5 of my ships, plus a ton of healing ticking over the next several seconds. Okay, this build lived for a very long time against Hefty the Mega Kraken. Not upset with the performance in any way, okay? The next report we're going to take a look at here is going to be against, we'll take a look at Tartarus, because he is actually a comparable player to me. My March strength is a little bit higher than his for sure, but he's also level 33. He's also got a couple heroes that are maxed out. Overall, my hero strength is a little bit more than his, right? My Ophelia and Bones are actually full strength here. But he has a lot of comparable hero strengths. So this is a good version of this build to take a look at and compare. What you're going to notice here is the difference between our 2 Warhammers, okay? This is a big difference. This is really important that you understand why it's different. We'll talk about that in a moment. But here is this report as well. And again, remember, this is post-gems. I have no gem specialization here, so this damage is raw damage based on the builds I'm running today. My ultra-high crit build for burning and drowning hybrid, plus my high crit build for artillery, have pushed these 2 ships into the lead, even though the artillery ship is not even on an artillery ship. It's on a tanky damage over time ship, the Crimson Sentinel, but my artillery build is still bringing in the heat, dropping it like it's hot, and really massacring the enemy here. But what we really want to focus on is the amount of healing. If we look at just the overall report, you can see that I almost healed as much damage as I took, which is really fantastic. This small gap of light gray bar means there's a little bit more healing I could do, but I was essentially maxed out, almost at maximum efficiency in a 1 versus 1 setting against another fellow level 33 whale, okay? So, how does that build work, Randy? That's a great question. First, I want to talk 2 seconds about the Packsify sponsor for this video, get excited. If you decide that you do want to rank up some of these heroes here at the end of Season 2 or start of Season 3, you are going to, of course, need some packs to do it. If you need to have 303 of your gold conches saved up for walking into Season 3, well, guess what? We're going to go to the Legends Rise 4 pack. It is going to give you 40 gold conches plus some cigars for your hero skills. This pack is a medium value pack. However, what we're talking about today is the 35% discount that Packsify will save you when you purchase this pack through their overall system. Okay, and again, this is going to vary based on what region you are purchasing from and what your native currency is, but with a USD conversion, 35% savings, really, really great. Check the link in my description below to join now. There's an app coming out. Packsify has been around for over 3 years. They have saved players over $4 million. Get excited. So, let's talk about how this build actually works and how it differs from the previous version of this build that has Luna sitting in this gunner position, okay? Previously, we had Luna in this position. She is a very strong hero. I do like Luna quite a bit. And we had Bones with a critical strike trinket on. What we've changed here, we have converted all of the trinkets in this setup to purely attack-based. We have put on purely attack-based gear on the helm. We have put on the highest attack-based cannon that we own to date. And what we've done is we've tried to really amplify the attack on this ship. That is going to do a couple things, okay? First off, it is going to give Cordelia a massively higher heal since her heal is based on the ship's attack, okay? This is really important. In addition to doing healing to all 5 ships based on the ship's attack, she is also going to be cleansing 2 stacks of burning and taking on water, which we'll talk about that in 1 second, but keep that in mind, okay? The other important thing to note is that her Rage Restoration ability actually applies the Rage Restoration to 2 ships that happen to have high attack. So she will be applying 2 instances of 100 Rage to these 2 different ships, okay? And this is going to happen it could be 18 seconds down to 10 seconds, depending on what level you have her secondary skills at, okay? At level 4, it's a 12-second cooldown. This is going to be incredible, and because your ship has such high attack, you are most likely going to benefit from one of these 100 rage bonuses. So every 12 seconds, she's giving the Warhammer 100 rage. She's also dealing a ton of healing and doing cleansing, okay? Then you have Bones. Bones is here doing an incredible amount of rage restoration to his ship. This is going to be at level 5, a total of 56% rage, did I say that right? 54% rage restoration, sorry about that. 54% rage restoration after he's done 3 ultimates. This is going to stack, okay? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be glorious. He's also going to give Cordelia plus 10% attack for his ship, which is going to boost her healing accordingly, right? And next, we have Django on the ship instead of Luna. Django is here. He's going to give incredible rage restoration to 3 ships for 5 seconds. This will happen every time he does an ultimate. He will also be triggering additional rage generation every 3 or 4 seconds, depending on the basic attack procs. And he is going to give the ship another 5% attack. So we are giving Cordelia right now a total of 15% attack between those 2. We are giving a lot of rage restoration opportunities here. And what we're doing is really maximizing the amount of rage that we can generate for this ship and for our entire fleet. Now, in Season 3, because this is the Season 1 and 2 build, which is why I like it so much, you can run this build on day whenever Bones comes out. I think Bones is the first hero available in Season 1, to be honest. You could technically run this build on day 1 if you get Bones to level 6. There you go. Okay? Bones to level 6, Cordelia to level 4, Django to level 3, and you can run all of these skills. And I should say star level. So, this build, like I said, is going to give incredible rage generation. It has incredibly high attack, incredibly high tankiness compared to the other builds because it has 2 Constitution heroes on it, actually, with 1 Constitution-based trinket. So it's going to make your health pool incredibly high and make it hard for your ship to be killed in combat, so it's going to live very long time. And it's going to be spamming out these heals and cleanses all the time, okay? Also, we are running, in addition to this incredibly high healing build, we are running a very, very tanky build on my Stormbringer and a very, very tanky build on my Crimson Sentinel artillery ship. And what we're doing here is running a critical strike trinket on one of our heroes, and we're running a critical strike rate figurehead on these ships, okay? So both the Stormbringer and the Crimson Sentinel are both running critical strike chance on the figurehead and critical strike chance trinkets, which is going to put their overall critical strike rate for their ships up into the 90s, all right? So what are we doing here? We're dramatically increasing our healing power for all of the ships. We are dramatically increasing our tankiness by running tanky builds on all the ships. And we are running a very high crit rate, which is going to almost guarantee that all of my hits are critical strikes. This is going to take an incredibly tanky build and basically add 75% damage multiplier on the end of it, okay? So now I'm turning a tank build into a guaranteed crit, ultra high damage build, which is really, really nice. Combining it with a fully support-based Warhammer that has insane rage generation and just developing the ability to completely murder my enemies, okay? This is a report from yesterday. I'll pull it up real quick. This is, again, after Season 2 closed. We lost the gem specializations. We are here in a group PvP. I did die in this report. I figured it's a great report to showcase to you. We were completely dominating the little war folks. I had multiple level 31. I mean, I killed him a couple times. Multiple level 31 plus on me at this time during this fight. A level 32. So 2 31s, a 32, and a bunch of smaller ships here. And we were able to come away with an incredible number of kills. As you can see, they were all hitting me at the same exact time, chasing me around. I did die, but not before I took several pounds of flesh with me, okay? And that is this incredibly high support-based build. Look at the healing output, guys. Look at this healing output. First of all, this is incredible. The Warhammer is really only running 1 damage healer on it, and the fact that it was able to put out 7.5 million damage is really nice. I'm very happy about that. But I'm most happy about the fact that we are at 16.5 million healing. This is an absolutely incredible amount of healing, okay? Especially when you compare it to the fact that it almost out-healed my strategy ship and artillery ships damage, okay? It almost did more healing than either one of those 2 ships did damage. Naturally, burning with this incredibly high crit damage build. Believe it or not, Adeline, once her ultimates stack up, she has a massive, massive nuke when she triggers her rage skill with a bunch of opportunities to critically strike very high. She actually pulled ahead in damage here on this ship without the gem specializations factored in. So, what we're seeing here is a really, really great relationship between healing, damage output, and overall tankiness. Able to live for a long, long time against these enemies. They really were not able to put out very much damage before they were killed. You can see here, this dude had less than 1 million damage on each ship before I killed him. I just was tearing through this whole group so hard. It was incredible. Naturally, I did die, so this is a good report to show you the stress tests on how the build actually unfolded in the end. But I'm happy with the performance, and this is showing you between the couple straight clash battles I showed you and between this combat report, showing you effectively how the build works. And one last point before I close out the video, thanks again to Packsify for sponsoring the video. When you get into Season 3, again, Wanda is going to be a little bit better than Django. You are probably going to want to switch out Django for Wanda, maybe move Django onto a different ship to continue. He may make it onto the flagship in the first mate slot. Because Django, I don't really care if I get that additional couple hundred constitution from giving him bonus stats. He is still a decent constitution hero, even in the first mate slot without his 20% stat bonus. And I'm going to get the rage restoration. So I may end up taking Ed off, putting Django in here, putting Wanda over here, and just having an entire ship dedicated to rage restoration, plus some more rage bonuses on the flagship. It's going to be incredible. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Randy